Greetings to everyone world over, all our brothers and sisters across the globe, in different countries, in different continents, in different time zones, in different wellness conditions. And when I talk about wellness, your mental wellness, your physical wellness, your environmental wellness, and most important is the pandemic has given the challenge of economic wellness. So all the wellness we have to take into consideration, all of us together. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are world over. I know you all are having a wonderful exercise early in the morning. 45 inches is the snowfall. Toronto, Ontario, I just got the call. So please take care of yourself. I know you have got a home heating and you can manage yourself very well over there. So wherever you are, early morning, in Canada, in United States, in Latin America. And of course, you all had a wonderful lunch you enjoyed in the European Union as well as in UK. And then it's an early evening in India and people, they will be sleeping after finishing our program of the Northeast. That's 1.5 hours ahead of time zones because this year we should also realize we are having a wonderful collaboration, deliberations, celebrations between India and ASEAN 30 years friendship. And today we have got our very distinguished guest because Saturday evening we bring a wonderful Northeast very close to all of you, Northeast India, the beautiful 8 states of India, Tripura, Manipur, Assam, Meghalaya, Arunachal, Nagaland, Mizoram, Sikkim, all of them together. And let me share with all of you world over that yesterday we all celebrated wonderful 50 years independence and a statehood of Meghalaya. We also celebrated for Tripura and Mr. Tyrone, we also celebrated one more state, Manipur. Three of them together yesterday. That was lovely. So all the people from world over, those are watching, let's send our best wishes and greetings to everybody in the entire Northeast and very especially to these three states and very especially to Meghalaya because both the distinguished guests, those are joining us today, they are coming from the beautiful state Meghalaya. When I think of Meghalaya, I look at that beautiful, the rewards and the awards, the greenery, the neat, clean, serene, the village getting prize, and children bubbling with the energy, a lot of music, dance, singing, and choir music, and bands, and wonderful. Yes, we have got Shillong, but I'm going to take you all the way to Tura. I will take you to Garo Hills as well, and I'll take you to other parts. Let's go for some film shooting. Let's go for some musical activities because Mr. Tyrone DeBras, our advisor for the Northeast region for education vertical, he keeps bringing wonderful, distinguished guests from time to time. And today we are privileged. We have got Father Sunny Augustine. He is the principal, Loyola College, that is all the way from Meghalaya. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in extending a very warm welcome to both the dignitaries. Let me just share a few slides with you, and thereafter we will go for today's webinar straightway. But people, those are joining for the first time from the world over, I just wish to share with all of you that International Chamber for Service Industry, ICSI, we are a bridge between India and our Indian diaspora and corporate houses. We have got 31.46 million. Our beautiful brothers and sisters across the globe, they are wonderful people. We are proud of them. They bring so much of creativity, collaboration, innovation, new pedagogies, new andragogies, and new innovations and collaboration in education ecosystem, because that's the vertical we have taken during this particular pandemic, like doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they're great warriors. Let me share with you our teachers, our educators, our headmasters, our principals, our vice chancellors, our technocrats, our counselors, they are also great warriors. They made sure when 1.65 billion children, when the pandemic was declared, world over, there were crises and challenges. They made sure that by any means, they should reach out our youth, whether through radio, through television, through mobile apps, whatever was possible, they tried and reached. So we are proud of our teachers and our entire education ecosystem fraternity. Our chamber, we are taking care of the services sector because in the economy, there are three areas: agriculture, manufacturing, and services. We focus on services sector. And we are proud to share with the whole world, all the brothers and sisters, that our chamber brought India's first finishing school network for the service industry way back in 1994. And we focused on communication skills, personality enhancement, collaboration, creativity, innovation, curiosity, critical thinking, design thinking, continuous and lifelong learning. And all the time, our chamber says, why education is so dry? Why education is so boring? Why children don't enjoy education? Over there, we realized we got to make education interesting, stimulating, rewarding, humorous, fun. And there comes the role of music, dance, and gamification. More than 52,000 youth and 30,000 teachers have gone through the process, and we are proud of them. They are world over. We are very, very closely associated and working with the NCVT as well as 37 sector skill councils. Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council, they are wonderful. And the CEO, he brought 100 programs with us. Wellness, yes. Beauty and wellness. When we talk about this Sector Skill Council, we want a lot of young boys and girls, those are interested to set up their own entrepreneurship venture. If you want to be startup, if you want to start your own business, do let us know. We would like to help you out the best possible way. Whatever our chamber can give you the assistance, we can get you closer to the CEO of the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council. If you're interested to become startup, entrepreneurship venture, self-employment, or if you're interested to get into any kind of management professional services, do let us know. We would be there to do the hand holding for you. Ladies and gentlemen, our children from Northeast are wonderful. Our teachers are wonderful. Our educators are wonderful. Our chamber during this pandemic, we focused on teachers and youth. The entire journey we have taken with them, we are proud of them. The only thing has happened, the finishing school, which was brick and mortar, physical structure, that has gone totally digital, and now we call it e-Gurukul service industry. Everything is digital. It's a global collaboration. It's a global wisdom confluence. World over, whatever you want, do let us know. We would be there to support you because we want that lots of people from Northeast, they should go abroad. They should go as teachers. They should go as counselors. They should go as trainers. They should go as skill developers. They should go as technocrats. They should go as educators. Those can take care of the administration. We start early in the morning from Australia and New Zealand. Then we come to 10 countries of ASEAN. Then we go to Middle East. Then we go to Central Asia. Then we go to Africa. Then we go to Mauritius and Seychelles. And thereafter we return to South Asia. And then we come to beautiful Bharat. And with along India, we bring Canada and entire European Union, United States and Latin America also, because it's a morning over there and it's an evening over here. We try and touch the entire globe together. And all the time in the e-Gurukul, we take into consideration music, dance, games, happiness, humor, fun, creativity, curiosity, storytelling, stimulation, passion, talent display, stress-free education. technology-based education, vocational and skill-based education, outdoor activities, nature-based education. When you sing a song and you go around the trees, you find what a beautiful nature is all around with you. So why not education should be relevant to our day-to-day life, our day-to-day living. Why are we teaching which doesn't hold any relevance in my life? Education, skills, micro, small, and medium enterprise, you all are together. Tomorrow morning, we'll be going to United States at 9:30 in the morning. Do join us. Our new president from the Woodbury University, Burbank, he would be sharing with us what are the steps to self-realization. What is the roadmap? And tomorrow, 11:30, we will be taking you to film tourism this week. We will share something very interesting with you. The radio, the television, the theater, the music, the films, the animation, the virtual reality, Internet of Things. And tomorrow evening, we'll take you once again. It's a NRIs for Indian Education and Skills, holistic learning. Don't forget to join us tomorrow evening. Like today, you have joined at 8 p.m. Tomorrow evening, join us at 8 p.m. You'll be meeting from the United States, Texas, Dr. Anjali Kanochia, who is Indian diaspora, and she'll be talking about holistic learning. What is the concept in America in holistic learning? And finally, I get back to Napoleon Hill. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Start conceiving new ideas, innovative ideas. Think out of the box. We got to take our entire Northeast region to the forefront. We are proud of Northeast region. I might have been born anywhere. I don't mind. But my love, my heart, my spirit, my soul, my journey, my first salary, my first uniform, and my first earning, my bread and butter when people talk about started from Northeast part of India. I look back at 1973. I love Northeast more and more, and I've already prayed to Almighty next birth. I'm going to be reborn because moksha to milna nahi. I will be reborn in Northeast part of India. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in extending very warm welcome and feel the fragrance of the Northeast India, the beautiful places of Northeast of India, the beautiful culture of Northeast India, the beautiful scintillating musical notes of North India. Wow, it's a time for dinner and the beautiful cuisine. I can get the fragrance of Mr. Tyrone D. Brass dinner and Father Sunny Augustine, whatever they're going to enjoy this evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, pleasure to have all of you. And I take you to beautiful 8 states of Northeast of India. And let me hand over to you in a very safe hands to our advisor for the Northeast, Mr. Tyrone D. Brass.
Good evening, Doctor. And thank you so much for that wonderful talk, which you just introduced us. Yes, yesterday we celebrated our 50th year as a statehood in Meghalaya, along with Manipur and Tripura. Today we have the principal of Loyola College, William Nagar, a Jesuit priest, and I'm happy to introduce him because I'm a product of a Jesuit school itself, Loyola at Jamshedpur. Today we have Father Sunny Augustine, the principal of Loyola, William Nagar, East Garo Hills. And he's going to tell us his story and the challenges that he faces in running the college in William Nagar. Father Sunny? Father Sunny.
No. Father, you have to unmute your mic, please. Just unmute your mic.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Gulshan, and thank you, Mr. Tyrone, for inviting me to join you this evening. Youth conversation. I thank you, and also for work connection that we are experiencing. Sorry if the connection goes off, please bear with me. Are you audible, please?
Yes, you are. You are, Father. You are audible.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. I would be happy to join you in the conversation on youth empowerment, and very especially to think about the institution where I am in Loyola College, William Nagar. We started Loyola College in 2010 with the intention of reaching out to the people here. And the goal was, when we conducted a study in 2000 by one of our fathers, Dr. Alphonsus de Sousa, where we should start our institution. And we identified William Nagar as the place for us to start. And the reason was, at that time, the study revealed that the lowest enrollment ratio in the country in higher education was in William Nagar, East Garo Hills. Therefore, the Jesuits made a conscious effort to start the institution here in William Nagar. And we, over the years, 10 years now, we see the kind of changes, the growth that is taking place in William Nagar. The vision that we certainly have with regard to providing higher education in Loyola College is leadership development, leadership skills. When we talk about the skills, what kind of skills that we should offer, it is the concern of the Jesuits to provide leadership skills, providing liberal arts education. That was the hallmark of the society, Jesuits all over, to provide liberal arts education, which would mean providing students the opportunities to develop their own skills, their talents, especially in the areas of their own capabilities. That's why society did not focus on giving any particular skill as such. We provided the liberal arts education to help students to explore in themselves whatever that would be possible for them to develop. That's why the society focused here, Loyola College, started with the liberal arts education with the kind of opportunities for skill development or personal development. When you ask me a question of how do I see Loyola College and going to be in this higher education, how do we develop the skills in our students? I would think of the skill of the first and foremost to have a time management. It is a skill of managing time, managing my time. It's a skill that we would like our students to, because time is the one that does not wait for us. We have to wait for the time that is available. Therefore, primarily our concern here is to give a liberal education of managing time, managing this. Let me come back to the point of managing time. It's a huge piece that in leadership, we would consider that as, where am I leading? Before leading anybody else, I must lead myself. The first thing is to control the time that we have. How are we to manage the time that we have? That is primarily the main goal that would be in mind. Am I clear, please?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Please go
Hello,
ahead. Please
the
go ahead.
connection is again.
Please go ahead.
Okay.
Everything is fine, Father.
Thank you. The whole screen went off. All right. One of the skills that we would like our students to develop in them is to manage their own time. it's an important piece because what is within them, with them, is certainly the time that is available. Therefore, the kind of education that we provide here is to have a control over their own day. When we begin the classes, when we go ahead with the classes, managing the time that they have is one of the important skills we would like them to have. Once they have a control over the time that is available for them, they can make use of it according to the different activities that are ahead of them. In managing the time, we also mean managing themselves, managing the person. Personal management, time management, and managing the person both have an important role. Why do we say that managing the person? If not in control of myself, what am I going to lead? If I'm not able to lead myself, how am I to lead another person? Therefore, the concept of managing the person, developing the skill of managing the person is one of the most important aspects of Jesuit education. One of the catchwords for Jesuits is magis. Magis is a word that we use for more, excellence. It's a Latin word to mean to be more, to do more, to become more, to achieve more excellence in whatever area that we can. So this word magis, we in fact share it with our students to inspire them to take it as a catchword for them whenever they use it for improving themselves, developing their talents. So primarily when I talked about looking at the skill development, I would like them to be the managers, the leaders of themselves primarily, which we would call it as personal management, managing themselves. And the second area that I shared with you, was the area of managing the time. One of the books that captured a lot of thinking in education was Learning Revolution in 1960s. Learning Revolution 1980s and 1990s. This book has really brought in an idea of discovering oneself, discovering the capacity of one's brain. That's something Learning Revolution is talking about. Discover the abilities of oneself. And that abilities that he talked about was the most unexplored territory is between the 2 years of a person. The 2 years, the area of one's own brain, managing oneself, that is the area most undiscovered territory. Therefore, what we in Loyola try to do to help our students to develop in them is a skill of managing themselves, leading themselves, and trying to lead themselves and lead others. So it's a huge piece, it's a huge skill. And without managing the time, they will not have the maximum benefit of the whole day that is available for them and the day of 24 hours that they have. And so, I have not dealt with anything of the kind of skills other than personal skills, managing, leading, and managing time, and how to flow with the time, and how to give leadership to themselves in managing the time is what I really thought, spend a little bit of time with in sharing my views. I would be happy if anything more is asked, I would be happy to share with you.
Yes, yes, Father, that was a lovely talk about the vision of Loyola William Nagar and managing your time, being responsible, accountable, and the fine task of leadership. Excellently put by Father Sunny. You know, Father, education in the Northeast especially in Meghalaya, is really tough. And what are the challenges right now you're facing in establishing the college in William Nagar?
Thank you. Challenges are many, but opportunities are also many. And therefore, when we look at the situation of Northeast here, infrastructure difficulties, the whole area of opportunities for students to see, explore, the kind of quality educational institutions, competitive spirit, creating in students that spirit of becoming winners, creating win-win situation for students, and inviting students to be managers and taking care of and getting into whatever opportunities provided for them. That's where I find the major challenge. Infrastructural facilities we lack, of course. Maybe the kind of experienced teachers that we find in other places, we lack in Northeast. And in many ways, our students themselves are not able to get to the kind of challenging, motivating persons in their own vicinity, in their own area. They do not have the models they should have in looking ahead, in getting the best from themselves and from their own friends. Unless they have some models who they can look at and imitate, they may take the second floor that is possible, even though they are capable of getting into the next ladder, next step. They do not see such persons in their own areas where making use of their skills. Therefore, for me, the major challenge is having good role models. We are missing those good role models. That's one primary concern. The experienced teachers, experienced and motivated teachers who would be able to contribute to making the students best in themselves. That's another major challenge that we face. Infrastructural facilities we lack, but that may not be the major concern. The major concern is the growth has to take place from within. That growth to take place from within, they must have some models, and they must also have the kind of people who can motivate them to get into what they can become. Probably these would be the two major areas I would see as the major challenge for us and for me in William Nagar.
Right, Father. I do understand these challenges because we came to this place, Tura, 35 years ago, and it's been a slow progress. And right now, Tura is doing quite well, doing really well, actually, you know. But I presume with Loyola in William Nagar, it will definitely make a big difference to the people of East Garo Hills, and eventually you will reach where you've set your sights. Even though you've been there now 12 years, I'm sure there are many success stories. Could you share one success story, Father?
One simple success story that I can share with you is, you know, when we talked about making the kind of models that we need for them also to see and enter into, to become models for the next generation. And that's where I would speak of this success story. In the first year, when I came into Loyola, to make our students to stay on for some activities beyond the class hours, because I believe that interaction is a key to skill development. The more I interact, the more I become what I can develop in myself. And if students limit themselves only to the classes in the classroom, they are not going to benefit much. One main reason is they do not engage the teachers with the discussion. They do not engage the teachers with the kind of interaction of asking questions and entering into the teaching learning by contributing their own what they have. Therefore, this major challenge we had to face it by introducing what we call departmental activities. These departmental activities and the language workshop which we introduced, departmental activities on the second Saturday and the fourth Saturday of the month, we have a language workshop. These two to give them the confidence to enter into discussion in the classroom. And we noticed that there are students now who at least take the effort to ask, clarify, stay on after 3 o'clock to enter into some of the activities that we provide in college. Though it is a small beginning, let us say a beginning with limited success, but I noticed slowly there are students who stay on to take up activities, involve in discussions, participate in the many activities that we conduct, the petitions that we conduct, especially of language skills, debate, discussion, speech, and to get into the opportunities that they get. And so there I noticed, for me, keep the students after 3 o'clock. What huge success. Why do I say that huge success? People waited for the 3 o'clock bell to get out from the class, get out and run out. Now there are people who stay on, students who stay on and try to do some of the work that is given. I find that this involvement of them has given them much freedom in conversation, in discussions, finding joy in contributing to that and influencing one another, involving and influencing others. I thought this is a major step in our efforts to develop the kind of skills in them to be productive people. And that productivity is seen, even though it may sound or look as a simple thing, for me, that process that has taken place in them to evolve, get into, and contributed to the college and contributed to the group. College, I mean the students, by their involvement. So when one enters into such a kind of an activity, another person also is brought in by the same person, and this chain reaction takes place. And we see that this is going to be a key area in which we would like them to involve, manage themselves, develop their personality, develop their own confidence in communicating, interacting, and contributing to their own growth and the growth of the student community.
Wonderful, Father. The Jesuit institutions have known to be focusing on holistic education and at the same time always getting involved with society around them. Loyola College, William Nagar, what are their social service activities after college hours?
Thank you. This is an area at the heart of us Jesuits. We certainly make sure that the education that they receive from here is not just for them alone, it has to be passed on to the next. We will be measured by our involvement not only with the students, the larger community in general. We are not actually giving our students a certificate for first division or second division or whatever be of that nature. We would like them to take with them the growth that is meant for the community. We have got every degree student is expected to put in 20 hours of community service every year. So when they complete 3 years of their degree program, they are expected to put in 60 hours of community service, social service, reach out to people in need. This is one way of letting our students know that what they have received is not just for them alone, it has to be passed on. We are passing it on to you something, take this and pass it on to the next generation, next group, pass it on to the deprived students, the deprived people, or the people who need your service. And here again, when you asked me of what is a success story, and I find that this project that we have taken up, the students are taking this their initiative, going into their own communities, going into social welfare centers, old age, government schools, and villages, interior villages, and even our alumni involving in a lot of social service projects, and some of our students were awarded a certificate a few days ago for their community involvement. And so this concept of passing on what they have received to the next group, or the group that deserves their help, is one area in which we are contributing. We also have a very strong, nearly 200 NCC students, NSS students, National Service Scheme. They have adopted a village, planted quite many plants, taking care of the kind of training meant for health, the hygiene, and how to conduct themselves in different occasions. So students do a lot of planting, taking care of our Mother Earth, creating awareness about taking care of our common home, and to reach out to interior places with awareness programs. This is an area that the NSS is contributing much. I feel very proud of this involvement.
That's wonderful, Father. You know, such giving back to society. You know, Father, when I was in Loyola, Jamshedpur, the 31st of July was one day we all looked forward to. It was celebrated with a lot of fanfare and a lot of happiness and joy. How is the 31st of July, the Feast of St. Ignatius, celebrated at William Nagar?
31st July is a dear day for Jesuits and, of course, all our collaborators and part of our mission. Students are part of our mission. Our stakeholders, the parents, and everyone in this in Loyola is a part of our mission. 31st July, we have a variety program put up by our students. One of the things that we wanted in our students to develop is a skill in dramatics. You know that the Jesuits are known for dramatics. We introduced musical play every year. Putting up a musical play is meant to develop the many abilities and skills of our students, starting with the acting, organization, singing, dancing, coordinating, leadership. These are all part of a musical play preparation and performance. Usually the musical play that we put in is of 1 hour. 31st July, we observe as a college day, and our students make sure that they involve in not only just putting up activities to make sure that we Jesuits are taken care of, to express that they are appreciative of what we do. And so variety cultural items, prayer together with our students, celebrations with our staff, and all those who are associated with our benefactors, who are associated with our institution. And so it's a day that we look forward to celebrating, not only with our students and staff, but beyond that to our benefactors.
That's wonderful, Father. You continue the Jesuit tradition, which all those who went to any Jesuit school or college would know how beautiful it is done. Father, what we've got the new NEP 2020 that's will be started very soon. In some states they've already started it. Meghalaya will be 2023. How do you read the NEP 2020?
Thank you. NEP 2020 is another initiative of the government, and we would like to see it as an opportunity. Whether we like it or not, we must get into NEP 2020 an opportunity for us to make sure that we introduce NEP in the college with the opportunities that are specified in NEP. One of the things that NEP can contribute to our system here is providing choice-based credit system. Students are able to get into study, take up for 1 year, 2 years, 2 years, 4 years, the number of years that they spent here. And we know that there are quite many of our students who are not in a position to continue their studies because of financial problems and other difficulties. We have a huge number of dropouts in our state here. And therefore, NEP can contribute to choice-based credit system where students can start 1 year and complete that. And if they need a break, they can take a break and get into the next year if they want to go to another institution and continue their study, but keeping the score what they have. And so I'm looking forward to NEP as an opportunity, though there are many gray areas that we can discuss. But primarily, this must be a tool for us to enter into and make use of it for our students to get into, from whichever stage they are going to get into, keep them moving further in this line. That would be an area that we would like to take it as something that's an opportunity for us in Northeast, especially in this area where we have quite many dropouts.
I see, Father. Father, this has been a wonderful conversation with you. I can feel your passion in speaking about Loyola and the successes and the challenges that you face each day. I really love the way that what Loyola is doing in William Nagar, and I've met some of your students, and there's a sense of pride in them. So that tells me that you are doing a fantastic job at William Nagar, Loyola William Nagar. I will now bring in Dr. Gulshan Sharma, who may have a few questions or comments to make. Dr. Gulshan?
Thank you. Thank you. In fact, Mr. Tyrone, it is your show. It is your program. I'm just the facilitator over there. But I must admit today that 927 people are on the YouTube today from the world over. 927 people are the part of this program. If you go on the YouTube channel, they are watching this program live and they send wonderful, heartfelt greetings to everyone in Northeast, particularly when you are celebrating your 50 years. And that is something nicely which is coming. Now, Father has given wonderful inputs to all of us. I've got 2 points to share with you, something which comes to my mind. 31st of July, when you were mentioning and you were remembering and you had the reminiscence of some wonderful days which you enjoyed earlier. And Father was emphasizing skills, drama, musical play, 1 hour enactment. Something very interesting was passing through my mind. And I was telling, how could I be so near to Father? Because our chamber is working on how music can be the integral part of education ecosystem, how maths can be taught through music, how physics can be taught through music, history, geography, chemistry, any subject you talk about. It is not only the art stream I'm talking about, even the commerce and the science when I talk about, everyone should think about it. And when Father was talking about acting, singing, dancing, leadership qualities, all the skills being incorporated, I was feeling so happy inside because our chamber would be very, very happy if Mr. Tyrone from the Northeast, we can take some of the youngster for the research project, how music can be integral part of empowering education ecosystem.
Right.
Number 2, second part, you mentioned NEP 2020. I might have read more than 100 times between the lines. Every time school education, higher education, technical education, vocational education, all that when we take into consideration, Father gave a very positive point that the best part is the choice-based credit system, where the children can pick up, because I would like to tell, we may not be that familiar with playback singer Asha Bhosle sitting in Mumbai, because most of the songs are in Hindi. But I wish to tell you, the day this policy was made public, it is Asha Bhosle ji which made a call to the government, and she told, I would like to compliment, because today the science student can take music and commerce student can enjoy music, an integral part of that. And earlier, any class when it was going on for physics, chemistry, mathematics, some other subject, teacher used to say, hey, come here, excuse me, where are you going? Madam, I'm going for my practice. Which practice? Ma'am, I'm taking part in a drama. We have got our annual function coming up. Come on, you're going to miss the physics class. Sit down here, don't go. And the child was sitting there. Now there is no extracurricular. Now there is no co-curricular. There is nothing outside the scope of the NEP 2020. Everything integrated in the education ecosystem. Even if you enjoy music, dance, poetry, anything you enjoy, that is the integral part of the whole education ecosystem. And Father made very nice comment that I take it as an opportunity then to comment on any of the gray areas. Yes, at the same time, we have touched now 927 people watching. I think there is some more strength and energy is coming from Northeast as well as from abroad. People, those are watching, I would like to make a request to Mr. Tyrone. Our young boys and girls, they are very dynamic. They are very energetic. And why education should be given as a dry dose, which is not desirable. You give mobile phone with a game to any child, I vouch for it. They will not ask for breakfast. They will not ask for lunch. They will not ask for dinner. So what is there in that? It means they are enjoying. Why not education should be enjoying? Why not education should be humorous? Why not education should be fun? Why not education should be musical? I think that is the integral part. And ladies and gentlemen, having served and having been associated with the Northeast right from 1973 onwards, I can tell you with the endorsement on a blank paper that if Northeast children given a right opportunity, a right information at a right time, in the right quantity, in the right package, they can do wonders on this particular planet. These children, they should go abroad, they should travel, they should go as a counselor, as a trainer, as a mentor, as a coach, as a teacher, as an educator. And those of us who enjoy technical expertise, go as a technocrat, move out, see the world. I'm a first Indian Army officer who got an opportunity to move on deputation to the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, and to see the entire world. The more you travel, it makes you more humble. No book can give you that information which you can get from the human touch when you visit a particular place. And I personally, from my bottom of the heart, would like to extend a very warm invitation to all my brothers and sisters across the globe. Those who are watching this particular program, travel to Northeast, see for yourself, go over there. Let's empower our youth, our education ecosystem. Please don't spend money on anything else, at least for next 5 years. Corona has given a lot of challenges. This particular muted virus is also giving us a lot of setbacks. If we can bring equality world over, anywhere, by any means, that is only through education. Only through education. I've done about 30 hours webinar. My throat is very bad. My voice is very bad, but I'm still trying to put in my efforts as a soldier because I'm committed to Mr. Tyrone. He is my brother in a civil clothes who is keen that entire Northeast education ecosystem should travel to the next level of development. I convey my deepest gratitudes and thanks to Father Sunny and Mr. Tyrone, and I would request Mr. Tyrone to take on further the deliberations, please.
Thank you, Doctor, for your very kind words, and the views you expressed, I actually echo them, because education is a wonderful weapon that brings about a massive transformation. Thank you, Doctor. Father Sunny, can you hear me? Father
Yes,
Sunny?
I can.
Yes, Father. We are coming to the end of our little program, the event. Your last words, Father, about Loyola William Nagar.
I look. Shall I share? Hello.
Yes, Father.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can hear you, Father. Rather, your voice is coming like you're talking to us from the mountains.
Thank you. I am making a lot of friends in Loyola. And I find that life is all about the connections for me. Loyola is going to be an opportunity for all my students to be connected with one another. Therefore, one of the skills we would like our students to develop in them is certainly Loyola must be a meeting point. From here, they are able to develop the kind of connections. And these relationships that they build here, they are going to be not just for a few years of their stay here, it is going to be probably many, many years of relationship. For the one thing that I look forward to in our students is certainly to make sure that Loyola becomes a meeting place for people. And Loyola becomes a place where they can explore their own potentialities, discover their own abilities. And Loyola will provide a platform for them to play their game, the game that they would like to play. Therefore, the last word about Loyola that I like to share with is that creating Loyola as a connecting place, a meeting place. And from here, we would like the students to get connected with their friends, make lifelong friendship with many people. And we look forward to interacting with students who smile and they come to the campus, go back, smile, and be grateful. Thank you.
I can see the Jesuit tradition continuing in William Nagar and beyond. Thank you so much, Father. And I'm grateful to Dr. Gulshan Sharma for coming with us and giving us his valuable inputs on what we just discussed. Thank you, Doctor. And thank you, Father Sunny. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tyrone. Thank you, Father. Thank you very much. Before we close down the session, 968 people, those are watching from world over, from the different countries. I wish to convey my deep gratitude and thanks to all of you. Northeast awaits you. Northeast is calling you. Come and visit Northeast India. Come and explore for yourself. It has got a tremendous potential for tourism. And I'm grateful. We send our heartfelt greetings to Honorable Chief Minister Meghalaya, because under his dynamic and dedicated leadership, Meghalaya is moving ahead. Mr. Tyrone brought the Deputy Commissioner of Tura. He brought the other day the Secretary Health. We are also waiting for Secretary Tourism and Secretary Education to come one of these days. Ram Mohan Mishra ji, the chairperson and the advisor in Meghalaya, I'm so grateful to you. You have also joined the program today. Your encouragement is needed on all occasions. And at the same time, the Vast Dreams team, which is also joining us, they're doing very creative work. Ladies and gentlemen, Northeast is beautiful. Northeast people are wonderful. Northeast youth have got tremendous talent. The time has come now. The Northeast is to be taken to the next level of development. When we go to radio, when we go to television, when we go to theater, when we go to music, when we go for anything, I would like young boys and girls from the Northeast, they should be available. They should become the news readers, newscasters, podcasters. They should be visible. All the newspapers, I would like to request all editor-in-chief at the national level, why not we should carry one complete page on the Northeast part of India every day. I would request all embassies and high commissions, why don't you open your own consulates? If there can be a Canadian consulate in Chandigarh, why can't we have a consulate of ASEAN countries, embassies in Northeast part of India? Because Northeast children are also awaiting, they are looking forward to. When I go to Manipur and I cross Moreh and I travel to Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei, all the countries are connected. If there is a 45 million plus my people, brothers and sister and family in the 8 beautiful states of Northeast, there are 450 million. I'm adding one more zero. That is the population of the 10 countries, what we have got across. Northeast and ASEAN, it has got lots of cultural, collaborations. I would also like to request our Honorable Chairman of the ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, under the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Why not we should take a delegation, a group of our teachers and youth from the Northeast to ASEAN, and similar way from the ASEAN to be brought to Northeast. Let's have research collaborations. Let's have cultural collaborations. Let's have tourism collaborations. Let's have human collaborations, and let's have education collaborations. My heart goes to Northeast. We all have to do a lot for the Northeast, and we have to move together. And this Saturday show is Mr. Tyrone D. Brass show. I am just a guest over here. It's his baby. I just come and joined this particular program, and I'm grateful to Father also, who came for the program today, who was a part of these deliberations. We send our greetings to everybody in the Northeast. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, before closing the session, I wish to share with the entire globe that I'm grateful to all of you. 923 people are watching this program live at the GS Motivator channel today for the Northeast. Northeast rocking, Northeast calling, and the Bollywood, Bollywood, come down. Media entertainment has got a tremendous potential. Young boys and girls are very talented. Let them be the part of film industry. Let them be the part of media entertainment industry. Education should be stimulating and rewarding. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Wish you all a wonderful evening.